Up until very recently, I was under the impression that the Bukchon Hanok Village only encompassed the literal residential village that you always see in photographs. However, I just found out that it actually includes the entire east side of Gyeongbokgung. It's a pretty large neighborhood, and while the palace and the village are both very beautiful and culturally significant, I know that the rest of the neighborhood also has a lot to offer, so that's kind of what I wanted to explore a bit today. However, I would be remiss not to take you to the center of the village first because it's just so iconic and rich in history. The first time that we came here, we kind of just wandered around aimlessly. We knew that somewhere around here was a really pretty alleyway with a really nice view of all of the Hanok that people always take photos at whenever you look up the place, but we were never able to find it. So we actually did some research before coming here to make sure we could find the iconic photo spot, and we did. So I'm going to show you guys that, and I'll link the exact address for it in the description since it seems like it's not as obvious as it may seem. So the road was absolutely fabulous. I didn't vlog a lot because I kind of felt like I needed to be quiet since people live there, but it's literally right by the entrance. I don't know how Chris and I missed it last time. Maybe it is more obvious than we thought.
We followed other tourists.
Yeah, we assumed that the first time we came, if we just followed the crowd, we would come across it. We did not, but it's very easy to find. That's the good news. The only thing is I do tend to have mixed emotions every time I come here because it's obvious that tourists have been kind of inconsiderate in the past and made a lot of noise. Like even right now, we're here on a Tuesday afternoon and there's still a ton of people, but there are a lot of tourists, and I know that they tend to be loud. So I just try my best to be quiet and be respectful and visit it calmly and peacefully, not mess anything up. So let's keep going.
This is actually the hill that we went up when we came here.
This hill?
Yeah, for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, see there's that other forest.
So we probably assumed that since it's just so steep, we could probably get a really good shot.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Don't take this red road. Keep walking. But it seems like we're taking the red road right now to get to our next location. Oh my gosh, I don't know how me and you and my mom all walked up this. That's the angle that your feet go in. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Oh, I shouldn't have worn slip-on shoes, but it's very pretty. See, the downward view isn't as moody as the other road. We just passed by some people and the dude was like, we're the only people walking over this mountain. The girl was like, whoa. Nobody's back here. The bottom of the mountain is our next location. So this place is actually called CHA.TEUL, which is literally a garden where you drink tea. It's a tea house that serves traditional tea, and it has a really nice ambiance from what I can tell, so we're gonna check it out. It actually says they're full right now, so I guess we'll just...
안녕하세요. 두 분이신가요? 두 분 앉아서 기다리시면 이름 적어둘까요?
So this is the menu, and we were planning on having this flower iced tea, and then this tapsaltap, anything but this.
Is that really what he said?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So we would still want this, right? I'm so
I did hear
hot.
that this is pretty good.
Oh, okay.
But you can also, we can get tea.
Or bingsu.
Bingsu might be good.
It
since
sounds
it's so
really
hot.
good, yeah.
What's omija?
No clue.
Okay.
Try something new.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see what omja is in English.
Omija. So everything that we got at the tea house was really delicious. I've actually never been to a place like that before. I really liked it. Everything was so detail oriented, from the actual like architecture to the food and drinks themselves and all of the glassware and everything. Everything tied together really nicely to create sort of like a soothing vintage ambiance that I really enjoyed. And that's honestly one of the best things about cafes in Korea and why they're literally like world renowned, is because it's not just about serving a good dessert or a decent cup of coffee. It's about the entire experience, and people are really good at curating things in like a very sort of niche and novelty way that makes people want to go just for the experience. However, it also is very competitive, and I feel like a more loyal customer base is a little bit harder to come by, so places also kind of die out very easily if they're not on trend. So that's unfortunate, but I do just love cafe hopping here, as does everyone else. I would just never want to own a cafe. in Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to be a cafe owner.
I think owning a little cafe or restaurant would be so fun, but not in Korea.
Not in Korea?
It's too
competitive?
Yeah, too hardcore for me. But I will say that place is really nice. There were definitely like a lot of tourists in there, but I would say it's like 50-50 because we both really enjoyed it. I asked him if he would have ever come here if he didn't have a foreign girlfriend to a place that had a vibe like that in the Hanok Village, and he was like, maybe not. There are like a lot of Korean people in here as well, which was true. So the staff did speak English. The guy who greeted us was super nice, a little too nice. He was kind of watching me while I was vlogging in the beginning, like just smiling and being really welcoming near the entrance, and it made me kind of get nervous, and I was like so scared I was gonna misname the restaurant or something. But honestly, that's not even on him. I just get nervous anytime I say anything in Korean in front of anyone who is Korean, and that's something that I'm actively working on. There's a little bee, but we're gonna keep walking around. I have a few more places that I wanted to stop by, so. This is actually another cafe that I really wanted to go to called BIDAM, but I'll probably go another time. The facade is just really pretty, and I've heard their coffee's okay too, but yeah, a lot of people take photos here. So this is a SULWHASOO store. SULWHASOO is like a luxury Korean cosmetic brand. They kind of have that very like vintage feeling. I know that they have some history. I think they incorporate like a lot of Korean ingredients and like Korean ginseng in their products. They've been like studying ginseng for over 50 years or something like that. So this really suits sort of their vibe. It seems like a big place. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And then next door is OSULLOC, which is a Korean tea brand that Chris and I really like. I think they're based in Jeju. They make a lot of delicious Jeju green tea and just a bunch of other teas as well. Super, super good. I would definitely recommend trying it. I would definitely recommend trying it if you ever come to Korea. They have a lot of their own stores and cafes, but you can also buy their tea like anywhere. Me and Chris have some at home as we speak. So we actually decided to come walk through the SULWHASOO store, and it seems like it's way bigger than I expected. They call it a culture project. It's so huge and pretty. It's almost like a museum. What is this? Is this fortunes based on your zodiac?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Seems like you need cash to use it, which we don't have, but I'm tiger. Chris is sheep. I would totally do it if I could. And as you walk more towards the south side, it gets a little bit more modern and trendy and also artsy. There's a lot of like museums and sculptures and stuff over here, as well as like a Blue Bottle location and a Aesop location that are both really beautiful. I really like the architecture that I'm seeing as we walk down this way. It's a little bit more of a blend of like the old historical vibe and then also very new modern structures as well. So there's more shopping and more things to kind of do. And that's one of the things that I love most about Korea, is that it's amazing at blending its history with things that are very new. I mean, it's one of the most modern cities in the world, but the mix is something really, really special here. And this neighborhood is just sort of the perfect example of that. This was our next location, but it's closed.
Wait, it says July 14th. It's past July 14th.
I guess it's just taking longer than expected.
See.
I guess I can still tell you a little bit about it. This is obviously not your regular Baskin Robbins. They call this their MADANG location. And MADANG is like the Korean version of like a courtyard that's like built into Hanoks, kind of like the fenced in like front garden situation or the garden in the center. Their concept is obviously like traditional Hanok. They have a lot of different traditional details on the outside as well as on the inside. But most importantly, they have special menus that you can only get at this location that I was really looking forward to trying. But maybe when you come, they'll be open.
Guess what? The sign over there has an updated date.
Oh, what's the updated date?
22nd, so this Friday.
Well, yeah, maybe I can show the menus a little. So these are some of the special menu items. Don't they look so good? There's like a special corn sundae and a black sesame flavor. Oh, and this is what, no. I don't see what we were gonna get, but that's okay, because maybe you can see it next time. Honestly, Baskin Robbins is one of the places that we frequent in Korea. A lot of other things like Haagen-Dazs and Cold Stone and a lot of ice cream that you're probably familiar with is very, very expensive here. But Baskin Robbins is one of those places that actually isn't too bad. So we eat a lot of it when we're in Seoul because Chris just really loves ice cream. And Ben and Jerry's recently came here, but it's also very expensive. So for us, it's either Baskin Robbins or, I mean, the cheapest and sometimes the most delicious way to go is just to get like convenience store ice cream. A little bit of merona, a little bit of, what else do you like?
설레임.
설레임.
Oh, we got a Lotus Biscoff thing.
That was really, really good as well. Yeah.
No, that was pretty good.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins green tea flavor and their yogurt flavor, which I think is a Korean thing, right? The like milk yogurt flavor.
I don't know.
I've only ever seen it in Korea, but it's so good.
Shoot, they're little birdies.
Hello, beautifuls. I'm sorry, but the Madang is closed. They're like, people usually drop things out here for us. I'm not seeing nothing. But yeah, now I'm ready for a legit meal, especially now that we're not gonna have even more ice cream. So I think we're gonna go to Downtowner. I've never been to the location that's here before, so I don't really know what to expect, but I do know that it's also kind of Hanok themed. And this is like my favorite burger place in Korea, and I haven't had it yet the entire time that I've been here this time around. So I'm super excited. They do make like a vegetarian kind of burger that I can have if you order the hash brown burger. Take out the meat and add avocado. Super delicious and fulfilling. So I know that honestly, I might not be the best person to give a burger review, but Chris really, really likes it too, so that's why we keep coming back. Where are those little bubbles coming from? It's coming. What is this? Cute. She was shocked too. Oh, they're going in. Oh, so cute. So on our little walk, we came across a street vendor. It's literally just her. Nobody else is really out here, but her necklaces and stuff were really pretty, so I actually stopped to look and ended up buying one. I asked her if she had any social media or anything, and she said no, that she doesn't want people stealing her design, so I can't share her with you, unfortunately, but her stuff was really great, so that was fun.
You know, in Korean dramas, they like go on dates and there are all these like jewelries and stuff like that on
and
the
then
rug.
the girl like picks one out and the guy buys it for her.
She'll be like, oh, 예쁘다. And then I would all be like, who buys all those things on the street? Like,
But they
who
were
does
actually
that?
pretty, right?
It's cute.
It's cute.
You've been into that wonky stuff lately.
Yeah, I really like organic shapes. This is like hand hammered, she said, and it's real silver. I love sort of wonky, organic vibe jewelry and just everything, furniture, everything. So I got it, or Chris got it for me, really. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I didn't really haggle because it's hot out. Just out there trying to sell her own jewelry. But
She
anyway,
was nice anyway.
yeah, I mean, they're all gonna be nice.
Flattery will get you very far with me. I don't care if you're genuine or not, I guess. Hoku.
No, you're not. It looks really good on you. Well, thanks to you, I have my first K-date experience.
K-date.
K-date, buying jewelry on the street out of nowhere type of experience.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you. It was my first time too, as I'm sure you know.
I don't know what you did in Clarksville.
You think there's just people selling jewelry on the streets in Clarksville in front of the cornfields?
Made with wires.
Made with hay. But no, we lived in Savannah and everything with a bunch of art students, and they would have tons of art festivals and stuff like that. We never really did anything like that.
Yeah, because we're introverts.
It was just this one little random woman with her stall that got me.
We don't really go around a lot.
We don't. Honestly, Chris and I try to treat these videos as like a halfway date for us because we really do not go out a lot, and filming for YouTube really kind of forces me to do more things because I want to show you guys a lot of different things. So I'm trying to enjoy the experiences, enjoy being out with my boyfriend. I love you.
I love you.
And thank you for watching.